Good. Here's the nugget for today. King Josiah. King Josiah, he was 8 years old when he became king. 8 years old. He did not follow in his father's footsteps, and he did not follow in his grandfather's footsteps, but he followed in King David's footsteps. Why did he skip over those different generations? Why did he skip over them? Why didn't he do what his dad did and what his grandfather did? They worship pagans, they worship idols, and they built idols, but not King Josiah. King Josiah, from the get-go, when he became king, he wanted to help the people. He wanted to be different than what his father was and what his grandfather was. We can be different. You and I, we can be different. We do not have to be what is done through the bloodline. You do not have to be what is done through your bloodline. He stepped up at 8 years old and he made a difference. He said, I am not going to be like my father. I am not going to be like my grandfather. You don't have to be like your father. You don't have to be like your grandfather, your mother, your grandmother. You do not have to be like your ancestors. You don't. You can step out and find your own identity. Find your own identity. Be the person that God called you to be. King Josiah, he stepped out and he made a difference. When he was older and he went to rebuild one of the temples, God's temple, they found a scroll, and within that scroll it tells different things from past, and he was able to rebuild. He fed the people. So he was one of the kings of Judea, and he fed the people. He was there to help them. King Josiah. Josiah means he is a helper. He is a healer. King Josiah, he helped people. He healed people, meaning healing, giving them, nurturing them. He was there for his people. So he followed in the statue of King David. He said, I don't want to follow in the footsteps of my father and my grandfather. He wanted to make a difference, and he did made a difference. He made a difference. He made an impact. You and I as well, we can make an impact. Have your children to make an impact. Raise them to make an impact. Raise them to be different. We don't have to be what is in your bloodline. You bind that up. You plead the blood of Jesus against it. You find your own identity. Have them to find their own identity as well. Be different. Be unique. Be who God called you to be. You're wonderfully and fearfully made in the image of God. Be blessed and be encouraged by this nugget today.